See here now we're going to do this rear trunk deck area. As you can see, same procedure. These are pre-cut for this pony package. Now for the regular one, you'll have other stripes in your kit to accommodate the ones with the raised spoiler. But see, you just simply slide it, just line it up to the front of the car, front of the trunk. It's just totally pre-cut to fit. You line it up, kind of hold it in place, take your felt squeegee, squeegee that water out of there so it'll stick. And then once again get it all out, and then you just really want to let it sit 10-15 minutes to dry, and then you can wrap that front edge around the edge of the trunk, go to the underneath. Action. So you peel your rear spoiler. For this pony package, we have it pre-cut. In a lot of our sets, you just get 2 stripes that'll be long, and you'll simply cut them to fit your spoiler. Because there's just so many different types of spoilers on the market for these Mustangs. Please line it up to the front edge. Once again, get it where you need to be. Proper placement. And that's already pre-cut, so you won't need to cut it, but you really can't get it to wrap around that underneath until it's really dried for a little bit. So same thing, and then just let it sit. See, now that spoiler's dried a little bit, you can start to work it down and just keep, working it until, you're going to have to get all the moisture out of it before it really will stick. You'll have some creases like that, but you'll be able to work those out with a heat gun, and once it dries, it starts sticking. So just got to be patient. Okay, now while those other areas are drying, we'll move on to the faux gas cap area. So it's the same thing here. Line up your stripes, spray the back of your material. It's pre-cut. It'll be a little long, so you can wrap it underneath the bottom side of the hood, but you want to bring it right on up, match it to the gas cap and to your blue center stripe. See, and then you just start squeegeeing that a little bit. You can see it's just a little long, so you can wrap it underneath the bottom side of your trunk area there after it sets up and dries a little. And be sure to do this area first, then the third brake light, because there is a seam there and it overlaps, and you always want your seams going over the top of one another, not underneath. Okay, now on to the third brake light area. Same thing, spray the back of your stripe, spray the car. See how much easier this is than if you had pre-mask. You would really have to let it dry before you could even pull off of your pre-mask. So just kind of slide this into position and repeat the same procedure as the others. Okay, now we're just getting all that third brake light all dried off there, and see, it's really starting to stick now. So see, you can get all the creases out, it overlaps onto there, and just keep working them out. Okay, now we're going to be working on that rear license plate area. So see, you just get that whole area wet, the back of the stripe, and it's already pre-cut to fit here. Please run that up, slide it into position. And just fit right, already pre-cut to go right around that license plate area. Like before, you just get it on, squeegee it out, and get the moisture out and let it sit. Thing here, just squeegee out the water until it starts to get dry, and it'll really stick, and then you can get any wrinkles, anything like that out. There you go. Okay, see, now everything's kind of dried out a little bit more, and we're just working it all in, getting the final finishing touches on it. See there, you just keep getting it with a heat gun. Just warm it up, and then it'll start to stick, and you can just kind of push the wrinkles, and make sure if you get a wrinkle, you can just lift it back up and pull it out. You just work it out, and you should have no wrinkles. See how those are starting to, they're starting to vanish, because now everything is getting nice and dry, and it'll stick. You just keep working it. Don't get it too hot. And if you get it too hot and you stretch it, remember you can always trim it, but preferably you don't want to stretch it. So you just keep working that, and once it starts grabbing good, then you can work those right out of there. Okay, and see there, we worked it all, got the heat gun seam, there's absolutely no wrinkles whatsoever, totally flawless. See that, looks real good, and that's how you do a Mustang. And now if you had your pinstripe, you'd just go back, take and do whatever spacing that you prefer, and do it alongside of all of your main stripes. And please visit us at www.decalshoppe.com. Thank you.